A rise in income tax could be on the cards in the United Kingdom. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, set speculation running yesterday when at Prime Minister's questions he refused to rule out the tax rise. Doing so would break a manifesto pledge that the government made in the run-up to last year's general election. But with the state of the public finances as we know they are, Labour and the Chancellor may not have much choice. The basic rate of income tax is 20%, which if you have to pay it might feel quite high, but actually by modern standards, since the state expanded massively during the two world wars, 20% is actually a low rate of income tax. In fact, nobody has raised income tax since the late 1970s when the rate sat at 38%. Subsequent governments of all political stripes have cut the rate. No one, it turns out, wants to be a tax raiser. But where does income tax come from? Well, as with so many things in British history, it comes from war. In the late 1700s and the early 1800s, Britain was fighting the Napoleonic Wars against France, and William Pitt the Younger, the Prime Minister at the time, realised he needed to raise quite significant revenues in tax in order to continue funding the war. So he came up with this idea of an income tax, and he introduced it in the early 1800s, but it was at a rate of less than 1% at the time, and it was only on incomes of over £60, about £10,000 in today's money. Over the next 200 years, that tax rate climbed gradually, often as a result of war. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more of this sort of thing, and let me know if you want to hear more about income tax and where it came from.